Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's hair tutorial is on these gorgeous and super easy medium-sized twists. This was actually my very first time trying these out, so I'm really happy and kind of surprised with the results. I wanted to do a protective style, but braids take a really long time to do on myself, whereas this literally took only 3 hours total. In this video, I'll be showing you how I prep my hair for protective styles, tips to seamlessly feed in hair, a 1-week update, and some quick hairstyles I like to wear with my twists. For supplies, I'm using my go-to hair for protective styles, which is this pre-stretched Kanekalon braiding hair by Expression in the color 1B. For edge control, I'm using Murray's Edge Wax Extreme Hold, which doesn't flake or dry my hair out, and a fine tooth comb to detangle and part my sections. So I'm starting off with some By Felicia braids on my freshly shampooed and conditioned hair. I did this so that my hair would stretch out a little bit and stay detangled, making it a lot easier for me to blow dry. Usually I start parting from the bottom up, but for this style I had this sort of imperfect hippie-like vision, so I'm just going to part my hair in random boxes all over. Now that my sections are parted off, the first thing I do is basically split the hair in half and cross it over once. This starts the twist off with your own hair so that when you feed the twisting hair in, it naturally blends in, making it kind of look like your real hair. Then I take a medium-sized piece of braiding hair and place it up at the root of that section. The closer and more secure you hold it, the neater and tighter each twist will look, so I smooth down my roots and I just start twisting those two pieces together. As I move down, I also add some edge control to the ends of my natural hair just to make sure it stays neatly tucked into the twist before finishing it off. I'm going to show you guys this a few more times up close so you can really see my technique for making sure this style comes out as clean as possible. It took me a couple practice rounds to get it down, but once you figure out how to neatly add that hair up at the root, the whole process just kind of flies by. So again, I'm starting by sectioning off a new box and splitting it in half to cross it over. Then I add some hair up at my root nice and snug and connect the two pieces of twisting hair to my two pieces of real hair. And the rest is the easy part, just twisting it together all the way to the end. Now for the twists that lay on the opposite side of my part, I do want to mention a tiny detail I do, which is to twist those in the opposite direction. This just makes the hair turn away from my face on both sides, which I think looks a little better and like symmetrical, I don't know. Also, one helpful tip to keep your twist from unraveling or getting frizzy is to make sure that each time you cross the other piece over, you hold it tightly and turn them in the same direction. Again, once you practice it a couple times, you'll have it down. I keep adding boxes and twists to the parts of my head that I can easily reach, and then I use a mirror to see the crown of my head, which I also split into my last few random squares. And now these are the final results the next day. The only thing that I do to style it / upkeep is use this high gloss top coat by Not Your Mother's. I use this as a last step on basically all my hairstyles because it's a very lightweight oil that smells bomb and it makes my hair really shiny, especially protective styles. And then I also wanted to show you guys a couple of my favorite little messy hairstyles to do whenever I wear braids or twists. The first is this little half up ponytail off to the side. This style is sort of unique but still effortless, which really suits my personal style. And then there's the classic ponytail, which I like to wear kind of low. I do this when I'm studying or just need my hair out of the way because it's really light and I love that it shows off how flat the twists are. I just think it makes it look really neat. I personally always like to see how styles actually last because then I can decide if it's going to be a waste of my time or not. So this is my 1-week update. It definitely doesn't last as long as braids. One, because it's just 2 pieces of hair loosely strung together instead of 3. And 2, because I parted it in pretty big sections, which tend to get messy sooner anyway. One thing worth mentioning though, I had at least one twist come loose each day, which was kind of annoying because I didn't have that issue with braids. But on that same note, it took just like 15 seconds to twist it back down, so it really didn't bother me that much. All in all though, this style lasted really well this week for it to be, you know, my first time doing it, and it took me just a few hours to do, which I'm pretty sure will be even faster the more I practice. I do love wearing braids, but sometimes I just don't have 3 days set aside to do them on myself. So twists are a great alternative for those who want a protective style that's easy enough for anybody to do at home. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this tutorial. You can find a link to every product that I mentioned down in the description. Love y'all. Thanks again. Bye.